Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Build Theory. This is VKid Gamer, and today we're looking at a playthrough I did for the Huntress with a rather interesting build that I found worked pretty well. As you can see up by the top bar, I put a lot of time into critical hits and Razorwire. Obviously, the Huntress outside of the glaive can only focus on one target at a time. So, being the fact that you're probably going to be taking some hits from the sides, you get a good amount of stacks of Razorwire, so you get yourself a nice protective bubble based on the attacks that you do take. I believe a little bit later on in the video, you see take care of some of the things in my area, but as you can see, I actually got really lucky and I picked up a red item. I believe it was on stage 3 of the Shattering Justice, which honestly needs to be on this build. 100%. That combined with the critical hits and the attack speed, you're just taking down elite enemies so quickly, because once you break those shields, you're golden. It's just doing so much extra damage. I was really hoping to get a Shatter Spleen boss item, because with the crit build and just the ability to stack bleed onto enemies with every hit is a huge advantage, especially in the later stages. Now, as you see me running around, I was taking this pretty lackadaisically. I was still working on what I kind of wanted. You got to go with your basics. You got to go with the med kits over your fresh meats in the beginning, because since you're building that Razorwire and you're expecting yourself to take some hits, you want that med kit to proc and heal you after you've taken the damage. Fresh meat's good because once you're killing things with the Razorwire, that's where you're going to get your health back. Your attack speed definitely is a go-to, and like any playthrough, eventually you want to start picking up some rusted guillotines. So as you see, I just completely demolish through the Glacial Lemurian. Stage 4, I was on... can't remember the name of the stage. It's the one with the bird boss. So I got another red item off of that. I went with the Brilliant Behemoth just to get some extra damage on hit. The build worked out really well as far as things went. You could see I stacked a couple topaz brooches, keeping that shield up. You really don't need a whole lot for this to work properly. The base items you 100% need is you need your glasses, you need your Razorwire, I'd say 1 or 2 leeching seeds just so you get some extra healing, couple med kits, and a Shattering Justice. So you're either going to get lucky and pick one up in the early stages, or you're going to get one when you get to stage 4, whether it be in hell level or off of the bird boss. That being said, you see I'm just breathing through these enemies. It's just a nice, simple fight. It's not complicated of a build. You don't need to be running, tons of crowbars, because you're not doing a large amount of burst damage. You're just strictly going for damage over time. I started picking up some bullets because I was going to fight Mithrix, But in the end, I mean, I wound up losing simply because I mistimed one of my dashes. Otherwise, I got him into stage 3. Everything was going fantastic. So yeah, it's a super simple build. Very much recommend it. I would say it's definitely something easy for newer players. And it's definitely something that can be taken well into late game if you decide to pass on Mithrix. If you do come across more than one red item, like I said, you can pick up the Brilliant Behemoth, or you can just continue to stack some more Shattering Justice. I don't really think there's much of anything else you can go with. If you want to stack some debuffs and go with a 57 Leaf Clover, that's always a good idea, but it's not a necessary part of this build. See, just demolishes the enemies. The amount of damage that you're taking is just automatically getting shot back out at people. The Razorwire is a really good deterrent, but because you're using the Razorwire, I do not recommend picking up any tougher times. That's just gonna negate some of the Razorwire's time that it procs, and you're gonna wind up not being as effective. See, I get my 5th stack of the guillotine, and think I'm ready for the boss at this point. Yeah, I see the fireflies. I go against a couple buttermen. See, the health is just gone, like, instantly. I take one hit, everything in the area is just almost down to half health because of the Razorwire. It's really an underutilized item on a lot of builds. So we're gonna go here and we're summoning the boss. We get the Magma Worm. Take fire damage. It's dead before I really even get a chance to do anything. Look at the way the Razorwire is just demolishing everything in the area. Razorwire, 100% needed on this build. It is one of the cruxes of it. It needs to be done. You go with your crits, and the Razorwire hits on crit, so that's where you get your Harvester Scythe. You're doing damage off of taking damage and healing yourself by taking damage. It's a very good feedback loop. Definitely worth it in the end. So as you see, I'm trying to take these build theory videos a little bit shorter, not go with a whole run, maybe just do one stage where it shows it very well. Let me know down in the comments if you think this is a little bit better compared to a 40-minute video just showing you an entire run. I particularly think it's a little bit easier, and it's easier for me to record. I can go through, do some play testing, and just grab one level that I think is really good. That being said, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out. If you like what you saw, like the video, hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 100 subs. It's so unreal the amount of support I've seen over here on YouTube. You're all wonderful. Have a great night. I love you all. See you next time.